Okay, I've got a 2013 Hyundai Sonata. We're going to be replacing this door stop over here and removing the door panel. Now, I don't really know what happened to this, but it could have been broken, removed, whatever, but it doesn't have a door stop on it now. I'll show you what that looks like in just a second, but I had to adjust the door over here already because it was kind of out of kilter, and I may have to still fine tune it some more, but anyways, let me show you this door stop. Okay, so this is what this part is on your door. You probably kind of never even notice it, but when it's not there, you sure notice it, because your door will come back and hit you in the leg or just fly open. But this is what keeps that from happening. It keeps you from messing up your door, springing your hinges. And then there's a couple of, we've got a few bolts here. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now I know somebody's already had this door panel off, so I'm going to show you where the screws should be, but it looks like that several of them are going to be missing. Okay, you can see how the door just falls back on you because that stop is not in here where it's supposed to be. So you want to, if you don't have any of these plastic tools, you can use other things, but you're going to need to be cautious when popping these off. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is get down in here. There's a hidden screw. There should be a little cover over that, but it's missing. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to get up here with a pick tool. Actually, we're going to get behind this and pop that one out. Okay, I've just got that propping the door open there. Alright, so we're just going to go back up behind this piece. Give it a little tug. And you're coming behind it, so this pick tool's not going to hurt it a bit. We'll set that aside. Okay, now you can see right here, we've got us a Phillips. We're going to go ahead and get that. Okay, next piece I'm going to focus on is going to be this one, and we're going to get behind here. You can see it's just got a few of those, no big deal. Okay, so it doesn't appear to be any more screws other than here and here, so we're going to go ahead and pop this panel. It's going to give it a tug. See, I've got it loose here. So it actually wasn't too bad. We got the panel off. Now we need to disconnect the handle here. Okay, we might actually be able to leave the panel in place. These connectors, you got a connector here and one here. All you do is push right there. If you can see that, you just push like that and that connector will pop right out. And that's all I'm doing to these two connectors. These are really what's keeping me from having slack here. Okay, so you can see I've got this over here. There's one other connector going to this light down here. You just push in right here, and you can see I'm able to set that way over there. No need in taking those off because they're flexible. We can just set it right over there. It's out of the way. It's not bothering anything. Okay, so to recap, just the three connectors, 1, 2, and then 3, and then that will push aside. There's only 2 Phillips screws that we removed as well. So you have to be careful, which model. You watch a video and they may be more screws depending on the model and the year. So, but on this one, there's only 2 Phillips screws. Okay, next up we're going to remove this speaker. You got a clip right here. Just give that a push down. Pull that right out. Now we got 4 T20s, Torx. So T20, you're going to need the little star. So we're going to go ahead and remove all 4 of these, and we'll carefully set this speaker out of the way, and we should have plenty of access room here. Okay, screws are out. And it's got some got an alignment peg there, so it'll only go back one, I guess pretty much one way if you try to flip it around wrong. So now we've got plenty of room. Okay, and see the way this works is this has to come in from the inside, and you can see we're going to come right through here. There's the hole. Got plenty of room, and we're just going to set this through just like this, and I'm probably going to put a little Loctite. But we're going to set that just like that, and then we'll secure that bolt right there. I said I don't know why this was removed. It may have gotten broken, and instead of replacing it, they just took it off. Okay, so I've got my 10mm. I'm going to put a little bit of medium Loctite on here. And then we just need to align that right there. Okay, now we just got to get the lower and I'm just going to tighten these up with my little 1/4 inch. Probably need to leave it a little bit loose actually for a second till we get the other one lined up. Okay, to make things easier with the door up, we're going to go ahead and put the panel and stuff back together before we go ahead and fasten that bolt up over there, because that closes the door up. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and put these screws back. So now if your purpose is to fix your window, then it's going to be a little bit more involved. And actually, from what I understand, they sell this whole plastic piece here that you see is the like the regulators. You have to buy this whole thing because it's like all made together. Unless you can figure out a way to fix it without getting another one. But it's probably just as easy to go to a salvage yard and get you another one and just swap it out. But as far as accessing this part was very easy. So speaker back in, we're going to go ahead and pop the outer panel and the connectors on. It's a good idea to check all of your panel pieces there and make sure that everything, all the clips are there. Okay, we'll just snap our connectors back on. Pretty simple. Easier than taking them off. And I'm getting the one down here on the far right that goes down. So the first thing I'm going to do is just slip it on to the ledge up here, and my little block just fell out. But that's okay. I'm going to slip it on up there first. Okay, the next thing we want to make sure of, these clips are lined up before we just go to banging it and pop it into place, because we'll break our clips if we do. Okay, just getting ready to put my screw back in here. Before I put that one in, I'm going to go hunt down another one, because I've got a lot of these, because the one in the door handle was missing, so I'm going to go ahead and find a replacement for that. Okay, so this is the best I could do. It's the same length, a little bit wider of a head on it there. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get this one back into our door handle. So it's very easy to work on this actually with that stop loose. Alright, so I'm going to get this down in here. It's the same threads as that one up there, so I'm just assuming that they're probably using the same one. Okay, so that's going in great. Just going to snug it completely down. All right, perfect. Now I don't have the little cap. I'll have to find one later. All right, so I was about to forget about this little piece. Very easy on this one. This end slips down and then you pop it in. So you get that lined up and get it in first. Watch where your snaps are going and pop it in place. Okay, let's try it one more time. So those snaps over here on this side are really tough. Right. Okay, I got my Loctite. I'm gonna just push that into place here. Okay, so I got a 12mm socket. We're just gonna work this into place here. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and finish tightening this on down here. Okay, I've got some of this silicone paste. It's clear. I use this for a lot of stuff, and I'm going to put a little bit on here. It'll just help this a little bit to open and close smoothly. Okay, and now instead of just slinging open, it'll open so much and actually stop like it's supposed to, and it'll open on up. But it's not just flopping around and coming back on you there. So it's working nicely, and this really hasn't taken very long. Okay, and here is that part number, if you can see that. But just make sure you get the front left. That's what you're going to need. And I was actually dreading doing this because I don't usually like messing with door panels, but these are actually well made. And I can't guarantee that all these are going to be the same, but if it's close to around a 2013, it should be pretty similar, I would think. So anyways, 2013 Hyundai Sonata, and it was really easy to get in there and do that, so I'm happy with it. So anyways, hope you found the video helpful, and if you're not needing to replace this part, maybe it'll help you with taking the panel off and understanding how that comes apart. So if you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do so. As always, I invite you to subscribe, and I thank you for watching.